I've always wanted to do this with the obesity researchers, because the conventional wisdom, right, is you get fat because you eat too much. So it's an energy imbalance between intake and expenditure. And it's primarily to exclusively in the brain. So you have these people walking by who are 400 pounds or 300 pounds, and the idea is that they can't control their appetites. It could be genetic, it could be biological, but somehow they just can't control their appetites. Maybe their bodies don't expend enough energy, but even then their job would be to bring their appetite down, and so it's aligned with their expenditure. And I want to sit with these people, go to some public square in a major city, and everyone who walks by go, so, a 500 pounder goes by on one of those, motorized wheelchairs because they can't walk. And they say, so you think that he weighs 500 pounds because he eats too much? And then a 400 pounder and a and if somebody is 170 pounds, but maybe could be 150, I could say, did they eat too much? Or if somebody is 250 pounds, but 6'8", that's, whatever it is, 2 meters, 4 centimeters. And
well, obviously they grew tall because they ate too much. That's why you're tall.
And so I want to be able to,
you ate too much.
Yeah, exactly. So I want to be able to go through all of these people and see if I could get them to start saying, well, I don't know. I mean, just the theory is so well baked into them. They can't think of any other way to think about it.
Yeah.
And I actually, so I co-founded this not-for-profit, the Nutrition Science Initiative. And we were in Houston once discussing one of the experiments we were doing with these obesity researchers from around the country who had played a major part in the experiment. We were having breakfast at the hotel one day, and our science director, it was a wonderful woman who was overweight. And the PI to this experiment was this wonderful, thoughtful researcher who thought that people get overweight because they eat too much. So with the permission of this woman, our science director, that wasn't her title, but I said, do you actually think she eats too much? Because she's the person.
Awkward.
She's a person who suffers from obesity. Are you saying that her problem could be cured if she ate less? And you just saw what she had for breakfast, and it was about 150 calories.
Yeah.
And he wouldn't answer it because you can't answer as soon as it gets personal, right? So it was like, oh, I don't think she couldn't be more perfect in my mind. Therefore, but it's they forget when they're studying populations or making these broad hypotheses that they're talking about individuals, and they're making assumptions about individuals and their willpower.
And it's a moral judgment, isn't it? Because it's
moral
not
judgment.
It's saying your psychology is the problem, not your physiology, which I thought was very well raised in your book, actually.